Hi there, it's Karen here. Welcome back. And again, of course, we're working in our Owl and Fairy journal and getting back to finishing off putting this topper onto my cover. It's high time we went on. Now, when we left it last week, I'd been trying to emboss all the wings of my fairies. And if you remember, the embossing, I realised that the embossing pen that I had dried up, and that's why I wasn't having much success. So I ordered another one. It's the same as this one, exactly the same as this, by Suneko. The make, I bought it because it was the cheapest one in Amazon. That's the only reason, and it's meant to be clear. However, so I started trying it out because I thought I'd better try it before I came on camera, and was embossing the wings of my fairies. And it was coming out lovely and shiny. They've got a real shine to them. I don't know if it picks up on camera, but they're much shinier than they were previously when I was using the other embossing powder. So it had that effect. And so I did a few, but I don't know if you can tell really. But I started to realise that even if the wings didn't start off looking blue, they ended up looking blue, which most of the time was fine because they've got some of them had a bit of blue in the wings, or they were wearing something had a bit of blue in them or whatever. And I thought that, it was fine, and that's why I didn't really notice it. But with this little boy, his wings definitely were not blue. They were quite pale coloured, but they've ended up not as bright a blue as some of the others, but definitely a blue tinge. And I thought, well, what's causing that? And the thing is, this pen does have a blue colour to the embossing liquid, or to the actual, I'm not quite sure what the blue is in, but it's in the tip on both ends. So this is a little pointy end, and I think that's the one I was using. And I thought, well, that's a bit strange. Why is everything going blue? It's meant to be clear. And I had a quick look on Amazon where I'd bought it, and actually when I went down and looked at the reviews, which I hadn't done before, a few people have said turns things blue. And I thought, oh, it must be the blue pigment in these tips, although the actual embossing fluid is probably clear, but the tips are colouring what you're embossing. And if you're embossing something dark, that's fine because you don't notice it. But if you're embossing something very pale that you want to stay clear, that's not quite working. In fact, this little girl, I did her, and I think her wings were originally paler than this, but they're done now. I'm going to add a little something extra, I think, just to give them a bit more sparkle, because they're almost invisible now because they've turned the same colour as the background. But I did save a couple, because what I decided to do was try a different one. So I ordered another one, a different make. This is a Nuvo clear mark pen, and it has just got this colour on the end, and I thought, well, this should work. So I haven't done these, so I just saved a couple. I've got this one and this one, and they clearly have not got blue wings, so I did not want them to go blue. So I'm going to try and emboss them using this pen, but we'll do those in a moment. Let's just put all these aside, because they're done, even though they're not all quite the colour I was hoping. But I do really want to get this topper on here, and I've still got to consider whether I use this trim. I think I don't want it right too close to the lace, because I can't tuck it under properly. So I think I'll just take it away from the lace a little bit. I'm just wondering if I can just put that there, whether that would just give that a finishing touch. I think I would like that. So I'm just going to put this on here now. Just pull out my fabric glue and hope that that's going to work for me this morning. It's a beautiful sunny Sunday morning. At the moment I'm still filming quite well ahead. I'm about 10 days ahead of myself now, which is quite good, because I know I've got some very busy, the end of August is going to be quite busy for us. There's quite a lot going on, so I don't know how much filming I will be able to do. I'm going to keep it up at the level that I've been doing it. I've been sort of doing every day, like 4 days in a row. So I'm just going to keep on going. I think we're planning to go out for lunch today. Just pub up the road. They do a really good Sunday lunch, so we felt like maybe we'll do that today. And I think I talked last week about my eldest daughter being in Venice with her family, with my granddaughter and son-in-law. What a wonderful time they'd been having. I was seeing all the pictures. Well, we had a lovely surprise visit from them yesterday morning. They'd been out and about, and because Alyssa has been doing swimming lessons at 8 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday, which isn't much fun when the parents have been working all week and they've got to get up at the crack of dawn again on Saturday. But she's been doing so well. She's been loving it. It's actually I think it's a programme run by Rebecca Adlington. Some of you may or may not remember her. She was a Olympic swimmer, a British Olympic swimmer. She won gold medals, a few Olympics. She's a lovely girl. She works often at the Olympics now for the swimming. She does a lot of commentary, and she's lovely. And she's got this swimming programme for kids. And when it started, when Alyssa first went, she was there. She met her. She actually met all the kids when they started this programme. Whoops. Ugh. Did I miss? Yeah, don't think I quite got it. So yeah, that was exciting. And she, so they had this lesson yesterday morning, and because when she was on holiday, Alyssa somehow found some confidence in the pool and managed to start swimming without her armbands while she was on holiday. So I think they were swimming every day because it was such, had a lovely pool, and they were in the sea. She was swimming in the sea. So when she went back to her class, I think her teacher could not believe how well she'd done, and that she'd actually completed that level, which I don't think they thought she was close to before she went away. I think the teacher was so proud of her, and we were all so proud of her. She'd done really well, did all the things she needs to do, and so she's moved up to the next class. So she was full of beans, full of excitement, and wanted to tell us all about it. So they came to see us, and we spent a couple of hours. They spent a couple of hours with us yesterday morning. It was just lovely. Lovely to see them. Lovely to see her just so full of beans and full of excitement. The holiday, she loved the holiday. They had such a great time. And then to come back and do so well in her swimming class, that was just the icing on the cake. So yeah, it was lovely to see them. We had a really nice visit with them. And they were talking about what a wonderful camp this was, this campsite where they stayed. It was they were in a static caravan, and it's a really good site. And they were saying that they want to do something similar next year. They did something like that last year in France, and they're thinking they might do another one next year, because it seems to cater for the adults and the kids, which is lovely. And they just, Jenny just said, do you want to come with us next time? Oh, yes, please. Yes, we'd love to. So, yeah, it looks like we might be going on holiday with them next year, which would be wonderful. So we absolutely love to. And if Hannah and George and Arlo can join us as well, that would be even better. But who knows what their situation will be at the time. But I think, Jenny's going to mention it to them too. So that would be fabulous. I'm already excited. A year away. So yeah, that was a lovely surprise. I mean, they did ring to make sure we were home. They didn't just arrive on the doorstep as a surprise, but we weren't expecting to see them, so it was great. We were having a normal, slow Saturday morning because my husband does park run on a Saturday, so I think when they rang, he'd only just got back. I'd just had my hair cut because my hairdresser comes round, comes to my house, so it's quite nice. She came while he was running. She came, and yeah, so we we were having a bit of a slow start to our Saturday, as we often do. But it really was a lovely surprise that they said, "Oh, can we pop round? Can we pop round? Can we pop round? Of course you can pop round." We'd have probably changed our plans if we had plans that were changeable to see them anyway. But although we see them every week when we drop Alyssa off, we never get a chance to, or don't very often get a chance just to sit and talk and catch up with them, because it's be the end of their work day, usually when she's been to school, and we just usually have 10 minutes to catch up, have a quick chat, but not really much, and really just to tell her how she's been getting on with us, just to kind of report in. So just to spend some time sitting with them and talking to them was a joy. And I made sure I thanked Gary for all the lovely pictures he'd sent me. Yeah, I like that. Now it's on. Just going to trim off this little bit at the bottom. Good. I'm happy with that now. I think this... oh yes, I was just going to do one little final finishing touch to my little fairies' wings, because they're not really showing up particularly well on here, because they're kind of fading into the background. So I thought I'd try something else. Keep trying just to give her a little bit of extra something. And I have my Cosmic Shimmer Cosmic Twinkles. I've used it a lot. Use it a lot at Christmas time, but I've used it other times as well. And I thought I might put some twinkles on her wings. I'll have to be careful because they're such tiny wings. But I'll just kind of put a little bit on, and hopefully, I said be careful. I said I have to be careful, and then I put a great blob. Just take some from there, move it onto there. So that's kind of working quite well actually. I just thought of that just before I turned the camera on. I thought, oh, maybe I'll give her some twinkles. And they are looking good. Yeah. I think I've got them. I'm not quite sure why one of her wings is down here. It's obviously... oh, I think it's a little bit here as well. Maybe that's her lower wing. So it's quite a bit hard to see where they are behind the foliage, but I wanted that. I want them to feel like she's kind of a bit hidden in the woods. But her little wings are just shining through. Yeah, they look a lot better. Okay, so yeah, pleased with that now. So I need to put that aside for the moment, let the twinkles dry. And we've got these two fairies to finish their wings off. I really don't know where I got this fairy from. It must have been on a... I really don't know, because I made this a long time ago, this little pocket, but it's going to work quite well in this journal. So I'm going to I'm going to emboss their wings. So I've got my little embossing tray. I think I used that paper that I used before. To catch the embossing powder. Let's do this one first. Don't want to get them mixed up. I will still use this if it's for anything that's not too pale. It'll be fine. So I don't want to waste it, but This is going to be the, hopefully this is going to be the one that will work for these. Like, this is my last ditch attempt. Is that even coming? Oh gosh, is that dry? I don't even know if anything's coming out. It feels really dry. That's not good. That's going back. That, I mean, that's just pulling out, and it's dry as a bone. Isn't that awful? It's all packaged up and everything. I'm really not having a lot of luck with these, am I? Oh well, I shall have to go back to them and say that pin is completely dry. I don't know what if there's something you're supposed to do. Maybe I'm missing something. Shake before use. Maybe that's what maybe it's dry until you shake it up. Maybe that's what I need to do. Right, I've shaken it several times and I've been pressing the tip, which it tells you to do. Am I getting anything? I might just be getting something now. Oh yes, I think the liquid is coming down now. That's good. I thought for a minute it wasn't working. So yeah, I should have read the instructions really. They were just on the pin. I think the looks like that you can see it's wet now, or I can see it's wet now. So yeah, it wasn't faulty. It was just I needed to follow the instructions to get it started. So yeah, that's better. I am definitely getting something out now. I'm just going to cover the wings. I'm just going to do one side at a time, just to make sure it's working. At least it's not blue. Is that catching on there? I don't even know if that's on there. Okay, well let's see. I'll try heating it up and see if it actually is on there, because I can't really see much to see whether the powder's on there. Maybe it's just because it's clear. Yep, there is a shine. It has worked. A little patchy, there's a bald bit in the middle there. So I'm just going to do the other side now. And where is it? Okay, so apply some more of this. I've just got a little bare patch in the middle, so I'm going to try and put some more there. And cover the rest, cover the wings. Yeah, I'm happy with that. It's come out nice and shiny. Still seems to be a funny little spot in the middle that doesn't look as if it's got... I think it has got shine. I think there's just, it's a paler colour in the wing. And it just looks like it hasn't been shined up, but it has. So, yeah, that one is good. Now we do this lovely lady. Let's have a look. Yep, they've got a nice shine to them as well, and they just stand out a little bit more. So yeah, I'm happy with those. So my next job is to have a look at the pockets that we've got, see if any of them need any more work doing to them, and start putting them in the journal. That's what I would like to do today. Get these pieces out of my way. Right, so we have 3 signatures. I would normally aim for about 4 or 5 pockets, maybe 4 pockets per signature. So we're going to need at least 12 pockets. I think that's probably enough. So we have 2 here. Don't need that. And I have the rest of my pockets here. I've got some more. I've got these fairy pockets that we made. So that's 3. That's a journal card. That's a journal card. That's a pocket. That's 4. I think this is a side tuck, so that's 5. What else have we made? 6. This is a pocket, but also a pull-out. And actually I had a little something in here, didn't I? I already had something tucked in here. I don't know where she's gone. There she is. So I had this tucked in here already, and her wings have been shone up, so I've just popped her in there. So this will be a pocket, but with a writing space and a pull out, and we've got a little tag in here. Oh, I haven't done his wings, have I? Have I? No. Okay, I'll do his wings off camera. I have to remember that. So he's going in there. So this will just go onto a page like that. There's a pocket here, and I'll probably have a side tuck here. So that's another pocket. So how we're doing? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. And I have a whole bunch of... Oh, I've probably got... I'm sure I had another one here somewhere. Yes, I've got this one. That's 7. This one. And her wings haven't been done either. I missed a few, didn't I? I could probably... Yeah, I should be doing those 2 off camera. That's 8. And then I have a whole load of pockets from the 2 kits. So I'll put those aside. So those are the ones we've made. These are the ones that come with the kit. So that comes with the Fae kit. This I think it's a sort of pocket, but there's a kind of ready-made owl tag, and I think I want to put some acetate on here. Close it up. I'm really not sure how this is supposed to go. So like that. It's a bit. Not quite sure if that's meant to be. Maybe it's meant to be an envelope. It's got a hole there, and this fits in there nicely. That's something that just needs finishing up and figuring out, I think. That may not be a pocket, that may be something to go in a pocket. So I think I'll do that to one side. And from the... Oh yeah, I've got this one also from the Fae kit, which is a nice bigger one. I have this piece, which I haven't quite decided whether it needs to be a pocket, some sort of belly band, although we have a couple of those. This opens up and it flips down, and there are lots of little pockets inside it, so that needs filling. That might be something to go into a pocket, I think, but needs filling. Put that to one side. So, okay, so those are from the Fae kit, and then a whole load of these from the Medieval Mirage, In the Company of Owls and Raptors it's called. These kind of pockets. So I've got these ones, I've got quite a few corner ones, so I'd only have one set of corner pockets. So there's this one, this set, which would look like a pair, and I've got this one and this one. Oh, found another pocket from the Fae kit. So I'll have one of these two sets, and they may just need a little something on there just to finish them off. So I think I'll keep them together. Assume that's one set of two, and then I have a few postcards which could either be used as pockets or as journal cards. I quite like them as pockets, at least one of them. I like this one with the lacy bit here. I've got these two which you could put together, but they don't really go together, so I may only use one of those. Oh, I have this one as well, so I could use that as a set of two on a page. And this one, I don't know, that may go somewhere because the blue, there's not a lot of this bright blue in the journal, so we'll see. And then I might use one of these. So how's that? So we had, how many did we have? Was it 8? 8 or 9? Maybe 10, 11, 12, something like that. So yeah, I think we've got plenty of pockets. We'll just want to see what fits in those positions really in the pages. So I'd certainly like to use a couple of these. I don't think they need very much because I think they're really pretty. And I don't really want to add too much. I don't know about these little tiny ones. Oh, I suppose could do that. Put a little one on there. Double this one up. Don't know about that. We'll see. I kind of like the idea of that having a little, almost like a little hidden pocket, isn't it, on there? Okay, so that's one. Let's bring the journal back in. Let's see how we're doing. Is this? Yeah, it's more or less dry, so that's okay. I would like to just start trying to put some things in position. So we'll have to just see. So we've got 3 signatures, so I'm thinking 4 pockets approximately per signature, bearing in mind we have a few built-in pockets. We've got this one here. We've got another one here. And we have one already here. So when I say 4 pockets, maybe that's too many. I think we'll just see where it looks like I need one. And I definitely need one here to cover this up. I may still need to put something on one of these sides, just because I don't think I'd have one to cover the whole width, would I? I kind of do, but it is pretty tight. And actually, if I've got an owl here, I'd quite like a fairy here, I think. What else do we have? We have this little cutie, who still needs her wings embossing. So I may not glue it on. Is there any others that would work? How would that look? Actually, I quite like that with the green. Maybe it's a little big. I don't know if I want to cover quite as much of that up. What else do we have? We have this one. No. Nope, too blendy. Not that one. Could do that one there. No, I don't like that one either. I do kind of like him there. I do like him there. Yeah, he's a good size. So I just want to cover up this bit of white at the bottom here. I think I'll just see if I've got any. washi tape that would just do the job. I've got these ones, and I do keep them a bit out of sight, selfishly, from Alyssa, because she's had a pack of these. I bought her a pack of these myself, for her as well. So we have got one each, but I think she's used hers all up, because when she finds a bit of washi tape, she just uses it until it's gone. And you don't get an awful lot on these rolls, so I have kind of kept these out of her sight when she's in here. So I don't like keep saying, no, you can't use it. So if she doesn't know it's there, she won't know to ask, will she? She does have pretty free reign in here, really. She was desperate me to come up here with her yesterday, and I wanted to spend some time with her mum and dad as well. So I made her wait until we'd kind of had a good old chat. And then we came up here, and she bought some. She loves doing things with air dry clay, so she bought a couple of packs when they were out and wanted to make. She knew what she wanted to make, and she wanted to come up here with me and do it. So we did. Spent probably about 3/4 of an hour, maybe, up in here, finding the things that she wanted and making using her air dry clay, or one of the packs. So that was nice. She seemed very pleased to see us. I think she was pleased to see us and to tell us all about her trip and everything. So yeah, I like this one in here. I think it's dead cute. This one was made with some Tim Holtz packaging. This was when I was doing things from my to-do box. Right, love him there. Great. Pin. Okay, see where else we need something. We need something here. There's a big blank space here, isn't there? No, that's going to open. That's the wrong side. I want a fairly big one on here. I think that would work there quite well. Yep. So I'll just pop it over slightly that way, and then we can have something going in at the side. Yep, I think so. Kind of making decisions straight away here, which I don't usually do. I usually like to pin them in first, but I'm going for it. So this is the side, so this is... This is resisting being glued at the moment, so I may have to try and use the art glitter glue as backup while I've still got some. I may well go back to the art glitter glue. I don't think this is as strong, but I've got a lot of it, so I need to use it. Don't forget you. Pin, where's the pin? Okay, finally, this is glued down. The art glitter glue did the trick. Right, so let's move on. See where else? Oh, we have a pocket here as well. Needs a bit of decorating. That's something here. Pocket there. We could. So how many have we got in this first half of the signature? 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 in the first half of the signature. I was only going to do 4 in the whole signature, so that's already blown out the water, isn't it? So I've got this is going to need something. The other side of this is going to, well, it might not need something. I might just decorate it. Might want to put something on here. Right, so what about her on there? Yep. I'm going to pin her. Use some pins. Not safety pins. Paper clips to hold them in place. In case I change my mind about anything. I can't change my mind about the 2 that I've put in. But we'll see. So there I'm going to possibly put something decorative. That's a side tuck. I think we might need something here. I'm wondering about these 2 guys, these 2 pockets here. That might work. So that's 5. That might be sufficient. We do have a pocket here. Okay, let's leave those where they are. Just positioning now. I've got a pocket there and another one here. Plenty of pockets. Oh, we have this one here too. So plenty of pockets in this half, in this signature. Let's move on to the next one. I'm just going to paper clip them in now, not get carried away. We've got our belly band here, pocket here, and belly band here, and a pocket here. So Doing all right for pockets on this one already. Let's see, should we put something here? How would that look? Is that, it's a bit big there, isn't it? Oh, what about these little postcardy ones? They're rather nice. That might look okay there. Okay, let's put a little paper clip holding that one in place. And I think I quite like to put something on here. Well, she would be sweet on there. She's almost too small. She's too small to go on there. Got this one. That would look good on there, wouldn't it? I like that on there. Get hold of these paper clips. Just going to paper clip that one in place. I feel like this page is going to need some sort of decoration or something on there. I want to do something here, not sure what yet. Move on, that's the middle. Maybe she could go there. I quite like that with the berries here as well. Okay. Move on. See what else I've got. I've got this piece here, which I think I'm going to make into a tuck. Yeah, I might just, I think I'll just turn the end of that over. I'm going to make that into a side tuck. Just going to turn those side bits over. Yeah, I think that's good. I like that. So, and I need something to decorate that. There's a few bits of decorating needing to be done. Okay, I need a large piece of, need a bit of my larger, what do you call it, book page, glue page, and I'm just going to glue that piece down. Bit of a lump there, a lump of glue. Okay. So I don't know if I'll be able to get it. I don't know if I'll be able to do my thumb notch, but I'll try. I want to do it before I glue it into place. That was okay. And then I'll glue that down. Right, so that's all glued down. I just caught the sight of this out the corner of my eye, and I thought, yes, that is going there. It's going to really lift this page. So I'm going to do that. Let's take this bit off here. I think this is where there was a bit of a fold. I'm just going to pop that there, I think. And glue that on, because I really like that there. Okay, how are we doing? Which way round does this need to be? This way. Yes, gorgeous. Right, moving on. So we have the other part of the belly band here, pocket here. And I have to come back and do a bit of decorating on some of these pockets as well. I need to think about what I want to do with those. That's the end of that signature, so I think we maybe... Do we want something to liven up this page? I think maybe we'll put something here. So maybe this one would work quite well. One of those. Well, what about if we did that one there and a little one at the top? Have I already got a double up on this signature? Or was it in the other signature that I did? I think it was in the other signature where I did the two. It was in here, wasn't it? Did the two there. So yeah, we could do a double up. Double pocket here. Yeah, okay. We'll do those there. I'm still only going to pin them in at the moment to make sure I've got an even spread in all three signatures. Although I did have one of the other, no, not that one. Did I put the other fay pocket in this signature? Maybe not. Just reminding myself where I put them, and maybe I haven't used them yet, have I? Oh, was that the one I was going to do? That was one I was going to do them like that, wasn't it? Yeah. And then I could do these kind of, not sure about using these two together. So I've got an option. I can either separate them and have two pockets or double it up. I might separate them just to spread the bulk a little bit. Third signature. What have we got in here? So we have a pocket there. I think we need something nearer the beginning. Maybe right here at the beginning. I'm just wondering about this piece going on here. It's got to be able to open out and allow writing there. So if I could put it kind of there, then you can have a pocket here. There could be a pocket here. Take that out and then open it up. Okay, so let's put that on there. That can go on there somehow. And then feel like I want to do something on here. Yeah, I'll do a bit of decorating there. So there's decorating things that pop up as I go along that I really want to do. I think I want to put that there. There like that. Got that. Pocket there. Side tuck here. Got a pocket here. And yeah, I think we should definitely have something here. Okay, I think she would go nicely in there. Let's do a little clippity clip. Like that. We need a tab on here, so we need to pull that out. Okay. And now we have our belly band here. Another side tuck here. Right, we're kind of near the back now. Just wondering about this girl. Maybe she'd look better on this smaller piece, because I think she might go quite well on there. I do want to give her a bit of an ink around the edges, I think. Not with that. No, I'm not using vintage photo, am I? I'm using walnut stain for this journal. I think she needs a little bit of definition around the edge of her pocket. Okay. So I think if I put her in the middle, then we can put something in at the side as well. Either that or I'll put something decorative along the edge. I haven't really got any decorative edges in this journal, have I? Because I've got a lot of decoration inside, more to come. But I might put a few decorative edges here and there. One more paper clip. So that's all the pockets that we've made for this journal. I've just got these corner ones that I thought I might want to use. Is there any middles that look like they need something? It's nice to put these sort of things in the middle. Maybe. Either those. Those. I think they might be a bit too much the same, really. I kind of like the contrast with these two. Get hold of it. So they actually look like pockets. So either maybe in there. So I've kind of stopped counting how many pockets I have in each signature. I'm just kind of putting them where I feel like it's needed. Let's just close it up and see how fat I've got. So yeah, it's rounding. Can you see that? It's coming along nicely. I think that might be, there's definitely enough pockets. And I've still got got to fill them. That'll thicken things up a bit more. So we got time to just finish adding them to this signature. Would those two, oh, I think I've probably got enough in this signature, really and truly. So I did put these two in here, didn't I? Kind of stacking them. Just having a quick look at those two corner pockets that I have. This one, oh no, it's going the wrong way. Well, not necessarily. Yeah, it matches too much. I'm wondering about the other one. Instead of the two. No, I think I'll stick with the original two. This one and this one. I think I might put those on there. Yeah, I think so. So I want to try and spread things out a little bit. Not to have all the pockets just at the, maybe I won't even put one at the bottom. Maybe I'll just put one at the higher up. Spread the load a little bit of bulk. Which one do I want? If I'm going to choose one, yeah, I'll choose this one. I might add a little owl to it. I've got a few little bits and pieces that I can add, but I'm just going to put it in somewhere. I've always got the option of adding the other one to the bottom if I decide it looks a bit strange just having it nearer the top. Might just leave it there for now. Could always have something decorative along the bottom. Okay, and we have that there. And I want to put something along here. I need to think about the extra decorative bits that I'm going to add, I think. Okay, let's just put her on here and then we'll finish for today. Because I like her there. Yeah. I'm going to use the art glitter glue for this one because I know I need stronger glue. That's funny, that actually looks the same as paper as this, but it is on the card, but it looks like it's a hole in the side tuck. I hadn't noticed that before until I put it on here and noticed it sort of matches, the colour matches. Could even be from the same paper, I suppose. Right, so we have a side tuck here. So I think that's probably going to be it for today, in that we've got all our pockets glued into the first signature. And we've kind of chosen where the others are going to go. That could change. It's very likely. So I've got a few more pockets here that may or may not be added. But we'll see how as we go. We've made a good start on getting pockets in and identified where some more work needs to be done decoration-wise, so that's good. and I will see you again next week. Thank you so much for joining me, and bye for now. Bye.